Hey, this is John again, host of MGTow is Freedom. And I told you I woke up in a hell of a mood, and I'm hoping to get 2 of these videos up today. But if not, you'll see it tomorrow morning. You'll see me in the same fucking attitude, in the same mood, 2 days in a row. I gotta tell you guys, I am fucking sick and tired of watching men act like pussies. You know, one of the ways they do it, right, is to shame men. They meaning the feminazis, and man, they need to be destroyed is right. But let's look at what they do. You see men left and right apologizing for being men. How dare you be men, you bunch of cock-sucking jerk-offs. Blah, 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 they say. Now, I did that video, Stop Apologizing for Being a Man. And I tell you what, I'm going to take it and I'm going to re-upload it, right? Because it's such a good video, and it was one of my first videos, and I don't want anyone to not find it. Any MGTow go, it's one of his earlier videos, must suck. No, it's a great video. The points are salient, and I'm gonna elaborate on them right now. Men need to stop apologizing. Not only for themselves, stop apologizing for men you've never met. This is the same problem, or a similar problem I have with dealing with old crimes, right? Ancient fucking history. Should I, as a white man, apologize for what other men did to slaves 150 years ago, 200 years ago, 300 years ago? Is that my fault? Do I have any fucking thing to do with it? No, I don't. I'm not apologizing for it. Should I, with Viking heritage, Celtic blood, apologize to English and French people and people all across Europe for my ancestors going down and kicking the ever-loving shit out of them and stealing the best and most beautiful women from them? No, I'm not fucking apologizing for anything anyone else did. But that is the trick. These fucking feminazis, these feminist women, in their ivory towers, where they come up with these convoluted concepts to give to college-age kids, men and women, to turn them into little mind-numbed fuckbots. They want you to apologize for every mistake men have made in history. They want you to apologize for it and hang your head in shame and feel guilt and remorse for what was done to women that you had nothing to do with. That is the effectiveness of the propaganda machine. That is the effectiveness of the indoctrination we have all suffered through the educational system. The Jews were killed by Hitler. We all need to, even though we're not even fucking Nazis. Most people, a lot of people aren't even German. Not full-blooded, but even any German. Because they feel guilt over something they had nothing to do with. The fucking slaughter of Jews. And then we're not even allowed to mention all the other races, all the other nationalities that were slaughtered by the Nazis. Right along with the Jews, but you can't mention that. That's wrong. You have to feel a guilt, an individual guilt for collective behavior that had nothing to do with you. Let me say that again. Individual guilt for a collective behavior that has nothing to do with you. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. Be a man. MGTow is being your own man. Physically, you're separate from everyone else. Mentally, you don't have to comply with groupthink. You don't have to accept their doctrines, their dogma, their propaganda, their complete, utter bullshit, drivel, psychological crap. It's all fucking baggage. And I tell you what, guys, when you get rid of it, when you lose the fucking baggage, you gain freedom. Freedom. Freedom to think and be your own man. It doesn't matter what race you are, what color your skin is, what your ancestral history is. It really doesn't even matter that you're a man or a woman. You don't have to accept the propaganda, the lies, the dogma, the control mechanisms. And a big part of that is individual acceptance for the collective guilt and then changing your behavior to satisfy someone's demand. Someone making the demand must be satisfied, should they not? Well, isn't their complaint valid just because their lips are moving? Well, if that's the fucking case, every last one of you, I want you to write a check for all the money in your bank account and send it to me. Because I have been victimized by everyone my whole life. I'm a boy. I'm white. I'm blonde. I look like Hitler's wet fucking dream. I've got it too easy. I'm too charming. Everything comes easy to me. I've been victimized for all that because everyone has worked against me my whole life. So just send me all your money. I just made a demand. My lips are moving. Rub, 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 rub. Why isn't anyone buying it? Because what I have to say isn't part of the indoctrination. What I say isn't backed up by years and decades of horseshit piled on top of each other. It becomes an immovable mountain for many people. Women and men alike. It's an immovable mountain of ideology because it's a lie stacked on a lie stacked on a lie. You know, a shovel of bullshit, a pile of bullshit you can kick into the wind, no problem. But when you've got a mountain of their propaganda, yes, it becomes difficult to deal with. It becomes almost insurmountable. Insurmountable. What we need to do as men is we need to battle this. We need to fight this. We can fight it collectively and we can fight it individually. These feminazis need to be destroyed. The ideology needs to be exposed for what it does, not only to men, but to women, to children, adolescents, teenagers, what it does to our culture and our institutions. This isn't just about you or me trying to get out from under the yoke of stupidity and the threat of the court system and the legal system. That's not what it's about. It's not just about us. It's bigger than that. But we can only act as individuals. When I was a Marine, I could only act as an individual. I followed orders. We all followed our orders, and we acted as a larger organism. But it was made up of individual components. That's how we need to act, but we also need to see the bigger picture. As an individual Marine, was it my job to get killed? Fuck no. I fought, I dodged, I weaved, right? My job was to survive, to live, and to take the enemy out. To work in unison with others, but also act as an individual. To take the initiative when I saw it. To improvise, adapt, overcome, and destroy the enemy. The enemy needs to be destroyed. We need to stop giving in to these people and stop letting them have their way with us intellectually. We need to stop accepting the blame for what generations of men have done that are now being identified as bad characteristics, and therefore you need to apologize and you need to change your fucking behavior because of what someone else did. No. You've got to tell them, no, stop right there. Back the fuck up. Take the fight to them when they expose themselves. This is a fight for your life, for your very soul. If you want to go that far and look at it that deeply. There are kids that can't even identify themselves as men. They have to accept everything about them as negative. They hate themselves so much that they claim to be women, that they want to be transgendered, that they want to be gay. Not that any of those things are necessarily bad, but it's not who they are, and they're being tricked into accepting it because they hate themselves so much. If you are MGTOW, whether you're little, big, new, old, somewhere in between, you are freer than they are. These kids are growing up without the benefit of realizing how good it is to be a man. It's a man's world. It's yours to have. Not the whole thing, but to make your own way. But we are duped into taking as a race, men and women, but I can only speak for men because I've got nuts. And we're duped into accepting this notion that we're guilty for all time, for all sins. We've got to let that go as individuals and get behind other men. And I've said a big part of my channel is identifying stuff and then encouraging men to throw off the shackles. I'm encouraging men to be men. I'm encouraging men to be proud of the fact that you've got a cock that swings when you walk. You get out of the shower. That's one of the things I love. My cock's swinging all over the place. And I fucking love that. I'm a man. I'm not going to apologize for that. Fuck that. I've got balls. I can grow facial hair. Outward manifestation of a masculine characteristic. Women can't grow that. Too bad, women. They hate that. When I first started growing this a few years ago, I realized, when I shave, women have smooth skin. I have smooth skin. I'm going to grow a beard. When I grew a beard, fucking women went nuts. Some thought it was just fucking awesome, right? Others were like, oh my God, that looks like shit, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you don't like this, do you? Do you? Well, nah, it looks rough, it's this, it's that, and blah, 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 and it looks barbaric. Makes you look mean. I look mean? You mean I don't look like a fucking pussy you can push around? Is that what you're saying, bitch? Is that, Jesus. I go, you look mean. You got this. Women have this thing called resting bitch face. What? You're allowed to run around with a fucking scowl like you hate everyone and no one calls you on it? Know what I do when I see resting bitch face? I go, hey, who pissed in your Wheaties? What the fuck is your problem? Right? And if they're a coworker, I just say, what's wrong with you? What happened to you? Why do you got that look on your face? They go, what look? I go, that look on your face. You look like you're pissed off. What's wrong? What happened today? Oh, nothing. Well, why do you have that look on your face? I go right after them. What's wrong with you, bitches? Right? I throw it in their face. Just a little example of one more of the things I do to battle these fucking nippled hags, right? They got their fucking jumblies out there for everyone to see, and you look at them, and they get pissed off at it. What are you looking at? What do you fucking think I'm looking at, you dumb bitch? Right? Your tits, you've got them out. I'm not apologizing for me. I'm not apologizing for you. I'm not apologizing for manhood. I'm not apologizing for what my dad did, my granddad, my great-grand. I'm not apologizing for anyone. If I've done something wrong, I'll apologize. Being a man is not wrong. Hit subscribe. Click the Viking here at the end of the video. That'll subscribe you. Hit the share button down below. Share this video with other men. Wake the fuck up. Stop apologizing. Be a man. I have the penis. When I wake up, I look in the mirror. You're the man, John. You got the penis, man. You got the cock. You got the balls. You're the man. Make it fucking happen. Every day I encourage myself. And then I encourage other men. Stop apologizing. Don't apologize for yourself. Don't apologize for anyone else. You don't have to take the blame, the guilt. You don't have to take the shame. Being a man should be a badge of honor. Wear it proud. Do good with it. Help yourself and help others. That's what being a man is. Being a pussy, that's something else entirely. I'll have none of that. Semper Fi, rock on.